we're going to see him take on the Santino for the TV title.
As Rojo wins tonight, he will become a 4-time television champion.
Here's Santino. He actually won this, I believe, in a battle royal.
Yeah, 6-man over the top rope battle royal involving the former champion, the Big Show, which Big Show was just eliminated by everyone in that match, getting rid of the 500-pounder. And then Santino just capitalized. I think it WrestleMania Paul Burchill, I think.
Santino, I've been a fan of his for a long time. We've had our scuffles back in the past, but I really do respect Santino for being able to get the job done.
Yeah, Santino celebrated for 30 seconds while you were down or something like that, and it cost him. Anyway, enough of that. Santino knows that it's everything on the line. If he does that in this match, he could lose his television championship.
I think that what I do like about the Santino of now is that he really has learned from the past and he's adapted to those situations. This match is officially underway.
Santino's been a fighting champion, being the likes of Chavo Guerrero, Paul Burchill, and Macho Jeff Winninger.
Look at Raw Mexico immediately working on Santino. Goes for the early pinfall, not even a 1 count. He's got to do a lot more than that if he wants to take out the TV title, or the TV champion, excuse me.
Look at Santino. That's hip toss there. And Rojo and Sin Cara finally had that falling out. Oh, Santino just did a split. Explain to me about the Rojo Sin Cara thing. What if Rojo wins the TV championship? Does that prove something to Sin Cara?
I don't think so. I mean, essentially, the way I see it, the way that it, basically what's been happening is, Sin Cara, came to Smackdown to prove something to everybody, and Rojo Mexico has been trying to ride his coattails the whole ride, and I don't think that Sin Cara ever wanted anything to do with Rojo Mexico, so I don't know.
Sin Cara gave him multiple chances there to see Rojo going off the top rope. Here's the cover. But the thing about it is Rojo kept letting down Sin Cara. And Sin Cara said, I don't want any more of you. Just get out.
Maybe
Sin Cara did give him a chance and they won a few matches, but then Rojo cost Sin Cara a few singles matches, a few tag matches. Sin Cara really didn't appreciate that.
I can understand maybe giving him a shot out of, sympathy because he felt bad for Rojo Mexico. He wasn't really doing anything here at WEDF. And so he said, maybe out of feeling bad for Rojo Mexico, he gave him a shot to work with him. But like you said, he blew it one too many times, and so Sin Cara just wants to work on his own and do his own thing, and I think if Rojo Mexico, Rojo Mexico can prove otherwise tonight by winning the title, but
Theodore Long, I think he might be a bit clueless.
He almost seems like Sin Cara always wanted to be friends with him, and
he just misunderstood. Look at Rojo.
Rojo Mexico definitely proven tonight that he does want to be a 4-time TV champion. There's a drop toe hold to Santino.
Rojo's not Mexican. Oh, look at Santino getting up. Santino might be thinking Cobra time.
We know that Cobra is actually a really devastating move, and I've experienced it myself, and it may not look like much, but much like a Cobra, it stings, and it hurts, and you feel it for a while.
That could knock someone out, literally. Santino's trying to find a way to set it up.
Rojo Mexico continuing to fight.
What's Rojo going for here? A suplex.
Suplex, uncharacteristic of Rojo Mexico. He garners his fighting style after the Lucha Libre style that's popular in Mexico. Hence why he wears the mask. He's not Mexican, but
maybe Sin Cara saw a little disrespect after those losing matches. And wait, Rolling from the top.
I don't know what to call that, but it did the trick. We have a 4-time TV champion in Rojo, Mexico.
I must say, Rojo surprised everyone.
I really didn't expect the title to. I expected Santino to come into this and really, put Rojo Mexico in his place, but Rojo, he felt like he had a purpose. I have no idea what that was that he did at the top rope, but here's the end of that, and it did the trick.
And as a result, Rojo is now a 4-time television champion. So why did he want to win the TV championship anyway?
Perhaps he's just trying to prove to Sin Cara that he doesn't need him. You mentioned that he's living in delusions of grandeur. Perhaps he thinks that he needs to prove something to Sin Cara, who really doesn't care about Rojo Mexico or his career.
Maybe he's just doing this to get attention.
Tends to be Mexican, so.
Become obsessed.
Rojo Mexico laying out the challenge.
He's just become obsessed with Sin Cara.
And the question is Sin Cara going to give him what he wants? Here's looks like Sin Cara's going to come out here. We're going to get an answer right now.
Sin Cara says it in Spanish, "You're on."
I don't speak Spanish, but you don't have to know what he was saying there. Looks like we got another big match set for WrestleMania, but yeah, more Grish.
Grish has his first theme song. Speaking of rapping, Goldberg will go against John Cena.
Of course, Goldberg is invested in this huge match at WrestleMania 2 against The Undertaker.
He says he's not going to. He's not promising he's going to end the streak. He says he's going to do it. He says The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak is next.
If he has any doubts, that's exactly what would stop him. But right now we're going to see The Undertaker in action against this man. I don't think I've seen wrestle on Smackdown in a really long time.
William Regal's been a mainstay over on Raw. He's on Smackdown here to face The Undertaker. William Regal made the challenge. He wants something more to prove in his later years of his career.
You gotta remember, people can't immediately, shut down William Regal because of his experience. He's one of the toughest brawlers in the history of the WEDF. Oh man. Feeling like that can only mean one thing, and that is that the dead man is on his way out.
And here he comes, the Phenom, the dead man,
The last outlaw.
defeated Sting last year's WrestleMania and ended his career.
If there's any opponent that is bigger than, Sting, it has to be Goldberg, and The Undertaker can't lose any momentum. As big as much momentum as he always has going into WrestleMania, he can't lose any of it in this match tonight. He's got to keep focused on William Regal and look to get a clean win tonight, so that he can continue to hold that momentum as WrestleMania 2 gets closer and closer.
a few weeks ago, The Undertaker was actually underestimating Goldberg until Ric Flair made a return and called out The Undertaker, saying not to underestimate Goldberg. After Flair left, Goldberg responded with a vicious spear.
It just seems like there is not going to be any intimidating going on either side. No side. Both sides are going in with confidence. So it's really anybody's guess, what's going to happen when we get to the big match at WrestleMania 2.
I must say, I think Goldberg can possibly end the streak. I don't think Undertaker can beat Goldberg.
So tonight he has to worry about and keep his focus on William Regal, who again is he's no pushover in his own right. He is, fights out of Blackpool, England. One of the toughest brawlers that professional wrestling has ever seen. Not just WEDF, but in all of professional wrestling.
William Regal grew up fighting. He's in a fight with The Undertaker.
You can see here Undertaker not letting up with those punches. Irish whip into the turnbuckle.
So that clothesline. William Regal back to those European uppercuts, and Undertaker's in for a fight.
See those hard chops. Now he's just stomping into The Undertaker.
The Undertaker reverses. Oh, shoulder tackle.
There's nothing technical about this match so far. This has just been a straight brawl.
And Undertaker, you might be thinking maybe he's setting up for some old school, going after the arm.
And that's very possible. We know that he's, this is a match like this for The Undertaker. It's a chance for him to hone in all of his skills, because he's going to have to, pull out all the stops when he faces Goldberg.
Big uppercut.
Irish whip. Regal counters.
Oh, Undertaker with a forearm.
Continuing to just, work in those punches.
Undertaker reverses.
Regal in the turnbuckle.
Oh, wow.
What a lariat.
Head off.
Clothesline. He goes for the cover.
1, 2, and William Regal kicks out.
Undertaker just looking to prove that he truly is the best here in WEDF, and that Goldberg truly has a challenge ahead of him.
Here we go. This is vintage Undertaker.
We talked about this before.
Old school.
Goes for the cover off of that. This could be the end for William Regal tonight.
Forearm to the face. No, Regal kicks out in 2.
But the question is, how much more can Regal endure? We know he's a tough fighter. He has a strong jaw and all that. But when you talk about the Undertaker, you're not fighting just anybody. You see here, he's using whatever he can to try to stay in this, but. Regal continue with those punches.
I think surprising the Undertaker a bit. Oh, big boot.
Flips him over like a pancake.
Oh, wow.
Again with the punch.
This is where the Undertaker is very dangerous.
And look at this, just using him like a punching bag.
Regal gets Irish whip. Ducks under that big boot.
Regal is the second time that he's able to dodge that. Oh, look at that uppercut.
Undertaker is so quick. There's a DDT. And a